Hi, today we're going to do the surface area of spheres and compound figures. And this will probably be in a couple different videos since all my videos now have to be less than 5 minutes. Okay, now the surface area of a sphere is pretty easy. What we're going to do is we're going to just take our formula up here and plug in the radius. So my surface area is equal to 4 pi times 8 squared. Now we're going to leave this in terms of pi. So let's go ahead and multiply. So 4 pi times 64. So 64 times 4 is 256 pi. Now, when this says leave it in terms of pi, this is what we're looking for. We want pi in the answer. Now, if I want you to round this to the 10th, we're going to times this by pi. And I have a pi button on my calculator. You could use 3.14. It's probably going to be pretty close to the same thing. See if you can get this answer. I have 804.2477. I use the pi button, but if I'm rounding to the tenths, I would round it off to the 2. So I would get rid of those. And this is in inches, so it's squared. Okay, let's try part B. Now this time they give you the diameter, so your radius, let's change colors here. My radius is going to be half that, so my radius is 5. So my surface area, and I always recommend writing out the formula first, which is 4 pi radius squared. And so my radius is 5. So 4 pi times 25. So it's 100 pi. And that's your first answer. So let's take 100 and times it by pi. And you get 314 centimeters squared. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is composite solids. And so what that means is you're going to find like two different shapes that are put together. Now, the thing that you need to keep in mind is that we're finding the surface area, which means like the outside of the shape, like what you would gift wrap or you would ice if you were icing it like a cake. Sometimes the shapes have overlapping parts. For instance, like this figure here is a cylinder and a cone. But like right here, these two circles, when they come together, you're not going to have to account for those because those would be like inside of each other. So like on this picture here, this is like how you're going to see the problem. And then you have to decide, well, what shape is on the inside? Well, technically there's two. There's the top here of this box, and then there's the bottom of this pyramid. So in the next video, I'm going to go over how to do this problem.